Howdy ho, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Bemusing Bill. And we got ourselves Billy Strings on this here episode. Now, this is called Away from the Mire, and this is the official animated video. Now, this is a choice because, I've covered Billy playing, tripping out on shrooms in the basement and on stage at, big venues. So I've seen him live. I've seen him live every time now I've checked him out. So this is the first actual video, and it's an animated video. And I thought, well, that's pretty darn cool here. So I'm going to leave the link below in the box. If you'd like to support this channel, those links are down there too. If you'd like to join our Patreon family of musical lovers and a musical community, that would be awesome. The link is below. And let me tell you, folks, YouTube don't care too much about us poor little old reactors. And, a lot of times our videos don't get monetized, and which is cool. It's just about sharing music together, right? All of us together. So if you like to do that, even $1 a month helps keep the lights on and train rolling down the track. Beside that, it's a lot of awesome people. A big shout out to my Patreons out there. You guys have supported this channel for a long time, and I love you guys. I love everybody that's hanging out with me right now and checking out Billy. So listen, I'm going to pull up that screen there. Oh, and by the way, let me just drop that down a second. There was one time, I think it was in the very, very first Billy, that I mentioned how I was just blown away that he was able to make an acoustic guitar sound like he was playing a banjo, like, if I close my eyes. And I got a comment saying that, you don't know the difference between a banjo and a guitar. Well, you guys see any banjos back there? So all I was saying was that the man plays or can play an acoustic with, with the style of a banjo. And then another wonderful comment says what kind of strings he uses. And that does make a difference as well. So I'm going to have to try those strings out on one of my acoustics just to see how that sounds, because I definitely don't have them on my acoustics. But any old way, that's another subject right here. So listen, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give Billy a big old like right there. We're going to go full screen. Let's do it, kids. That's probably what Billy was seeing when he was playing Dust in a Baggie on shrooms. This is like what was in his in his head.
Seemed like we'd face the world on our own. Before we collide, can we just take a moment, collect the reflections of this, and remember the past that we chose? Spring light to us this year again. Can't stand to face the fear again. You could always those things. It's enough to make a man feel sour, earning minutes every day by the hour, just to end up gone like everything else.
I love all those little flourishes he would put in the in those last verses. That's really, really cool. There's so much like dreaminess inside this. It feels very dreamlike. I wonder. Let me just take a quick check here if Billy was kind enough to put lyrics in here. Yes. All right. Very good. Okay. Lyrics. That means I'm going to be doing some reading afterward. Oops. Hold on a second now. Technical difficulties. All right. We're back in order here. Let's do it.
Let go of the pain. Hold on to the rhythm that's consciously held back in you, drowning the sorrow that's long been at rest. The past is a hell, it can creep up inside you, so let me remind you of this. There's a reason your troubles exist. Spring light to us again this year. Still I can't stand to face the fear. Will you always laugh about those things? It's enough to make a man stay humble. Every day is just a new chance to stumble, just to end up gone like everything else. Side by side, we'll be ready and able to fight. Away from the mind and the senseless decisions of somebody's wasted desire. Through the smoke and the wind and the fire. Spring light to us this year again. Can't stand to face the fear again. You could always laugh about those things. It's enough to make a man feel sour, burning minutes every day by the hour, just to end up gone like everything else.
Just such an unbelievable freaking player, you know? And to hear it like this, I mean, to have that reverb with a little bit of delay on it, it just sounds ethereal, you know? His playing is so technical and he has so much feeling into it at the same time. Man, I mean, chokes me up, man. That's just so inspirational. I think that's one of many adjectives I can use with Billy Strings is inspiration. Damn, that's one trippy video. Awesome animation. Awesome animation. And let's see here. Billy has been hailed as the future of bluegrass, transcending tradition and genre with his high-velocity, flat-picking guitar technique and intense confessional songwriting. Absolutely. All right, here we go. We got some lyrics here. Animation, direction and animation by Mertcan Mertbilek. Well, great job, Mertcan, because that was just really, really cool. I like the way that the end animation mirrored the beginning animation and how it sort of broke everything apart throughout the song. You know, everything you see in that beginning thing there, whether it's the cards or the eyes, the eye fish or whatever, the head, the phone receivers, it all shows up little by little throughout the video and then all accumulates back again at the end. Very clever. Let's see. Lyrics. Remember the time we were both eye to eye. So I get the I'm trying to see how it connects with the animation that we were watching. But I think like this first line here, you could catch it. Remember the time we were both eye to eye, and we both knew the reasons why. It seemed like we faced the world on our own. Before we collide, can we just take a moment, collecting reflections of this, and remember the path that we chose? That's cool. The time that we're both eye to eye, we both know the reasons why. It seemed like we faced the world on our own. Before we collide, we could just take a moment, remember the path that we chose. Kind of like a reflect back on their past. Spring lied to us this year again. I can't stand to face the fear again. But you could always laugh about those things. It's enough to make a man feel sour, burning minutes every day by the hour. Ooh, that's a good bar right there. Just to end up gone like everything else, right? That's a deep verse right there. From him saying spring lied to us this year again, right to just to end up like everything else, like, you know, just burnt away, just gone. Let go of the pain and hold on to the rhythm. It's consciously held back in you. You're drowning a sorrow that's long been at rest. The past is a hell. It can creep up inside you. So let me remind you of this. It's the reason your troubles exist. Let go of the pain and hold on to the rhythm. You're drowning in sorrow. Long been at rest. The sorrow has long been at rest. The past is a hell. So coming out from, you know, troubled past, you know, and consciously keeping it back in you. Excuse me, I'm a little dry-throated here. That's what happens when it gets real dry in this room. All right. If ever a time comes around in the wheel of time, to replace where we stand side by side, we'll be ready and able to fly away from the mire. You know, the mire is what you get stuck in. You're stuck in the mire, you know, like a bog or a swamp, or metaphorically, you know. And the senseless decisions of somebody's wasted desire. And the senseless decisions of someone's wasted desire. Through the smoke and the wind and the fire. Spring lied to us again this year. I can't stand to face the fear again. But you could always laugh about those things. It's enough to make a man feel sour, burning minutes every day by the hour just to end up gone like everything else. Man, this is... I've got a couple of theories here. You know, is letting go of the past and moving forward. It's, you know, it says that spring lied to us again in the chorus. What does that mean? Spring lied to us again. Spring is a time of rebirth and renewal, right? Man, I'm going to have to think about this one. And I still can't face the fear. Will you always laugh about those things? Laughing about not facing the fear. What fear? What fear is he referring to? The future? It's enough to make a man stay humble. Every day is just a new chance to stumble. Right. I feel that one. Every day is just a new chance to stumble, just to end up gone like everything else. I mean, almost sounds depressing in that sense. Very intricate poetry here. I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments. I want to mull this one over myself. And so when we talk, I might have a better theory about this, and we can talk about it and share what you guys think. I don't know if Billy's talked about this, and maybe you want to share that. I don't know if Billy, as an artist, wants us to come up with however we connect it to it. But his poetry is amazing, and the band is amazing. I like the little features of the banjo and the fiddle in there, and of course Billy and what he can do. Amazing bunch of musicians, truly. So listen, guys, I hope you liked it. I really love the song. I can't wait to talk to you guys in the comment section. So until next time, be good to yourselves, be good to each other. And Uncle Bill here loves you. So see ya.